10 strongest anime characters who could stop the Sukuna cycle. Jujutsu Kaisen is one of the most popular new generation stories in the shōnen genre. Both the manga and the anime took the world by storm. But there was one thing about the final arc of the manga that had fans very frustrated. The Shinjuku Showdown arc was highly anticipated, and initial excitement ran high as audiences prepared for the ultimate confrontation with Ryomen Sukuna. However, that excitement slowly turned to exhaustion as a pattern emerged that fans dubbed the Sukuna cycle. First, Sukuna would defeat a powerful sorcerer in a brutal fashion, then the story would hype up someone new to face the King of Curses. The new fighter would enter with confidence and land hits that would make them seem close to victory. However, Sukuna always had a trick up his sleeve and would reveal another hidden technique or power-up. The challenger would fall just like all the others before them. The cycle would reset with the next hyped character stepping forward. This endless loop frustrated audiences who craved meaningful progress, and breaking the cycle seemed impossible within the story itself. Jujutsu Kaisen ultimately found a resolution to the Sukuna cycle before coming to an end. However, some anime warriors, like Saitama and Naruto, possess abilities that could have genuinely ended this frustrating pattern once and for all. 10. Saitama would end the cycle with bored indifference. One punch is all it takes to break any pattern. One Punch Man Saitama represents the ultimate counter to the Sukuna cycle. His power operates on manga logic that ignores conventional scaling. The Caped Baldy has never met an opponent who survived his serious punch. This fundamental aspect of his character design makes him uniquely suited to breaking endless battle loops. The King of Curses relies on overwhelming regeneration and hidden techniques, but those advantages are meaningless against someone who can obliterate anything with casual effort. 9. Accelerator would redirect every attack back at Sukuna. Vector manipulation makes him untouchable in combat. Accelerator from a certain magical index possesses the ultimate defensive ability in anime. His vector manipulation can redirect any force or attack back at his opponent. Sukuna's attacks and techniques would all bounce off harmlessly. The ancient curse relies on overwhelming opponents with raw power and technique variety. This approach becomes counterproductive against someone who turns every attack into a weapon. 8. Zeno would erase Sukuna from existence entirely. The Omni King doesn't fight, he simply deletes. The Omni King of Dragon Ball Super doesn't engage in traditional combat. This godlike authority makes him perhaps the most direct solution to the Sukuna problem. The King of Curses has never faced anything like universal erasure. Sukuna's techniques and abilities become irrelevant when facing total deletion. Zeno proved his power by erasing entire universes during the Tournament of Power without effort or hesitation. Rimuru Tempest would absorb Sukuna's entire existence. The slime's infinite evolution makes him unbeatable. Rimuru Tempest from that time I got reincarnated as a slime possesses the power to devour and analyze anything. The Demon Lord can absorb skills, memories and even souls from his opponents. Sukuna's cursed energy would become fuel for Rimuru's growth. The slime's gluttony skill can consume intangible concepts like curses and magical energy. Once absorbed, Rimuru gains complete understanding and control over these abilities. 6. Naruto would overwhelm Sukuna with godlike power. The fully realized Jinchuriki operates on a completely different level. Naruto from Naruto Shippuden is one of anime's most absurdly powerful characters. By the final arc, the ninja had surpassed most gods in his universe. This version of Naruto possesses 6 paths Sage Mode, complete mastery over Kurama, and chakra reserves that dwarf entire nations. The Naruto who fought Kaguya and Sasuke operates beyond normal combat limitations. His tailed beast raising shuriken variants pack enough power to level cities. 5. Giorno Giovanna would reset Sukuna to 0 forever. Gold Experience Requiem makes victory impossible to achieve. With Gold Experience Requiem, Giorno Giovanna from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure represents the ultimate stalemate breaker. His stand ability negates any action taken against him by resetting it to 0. Sukuna could unleash his most devastating attacks, but they would never actually happen. The King of Curses would be trapped in an endless loop of failure. 4. Jujutsu Kaisen would manipulate Sukuna into destroying himself. The master strategist turns enemies into unwitting pawns. Jujutsu Kaisen from Bleach is the ultimate chess master in anime. His centuries of planning and manipulation make him uniquely suited to handling the Sukuna problem. He orchestrates scenarios where enemies defeat themselves through their own actions and arrogance. The King of Curses operates with supreme confidence in his abilities. This ego becomes a weakness against someone who specializes in exploiting character flaws. Aizen's Kyokusugetsu creates perfect illusions that fool all 5 senses. Sukuna would never know when reality ended and deception began. 3. Usagi Tsukino would purify Sukuna's evil at the source. Universal level purification powers that erase evil. Usagi Tsukino may appear deceptively gentle, but her power in Sailor Moon is cosmic in scope. As the embodiment of hope and love, Sailor Moon has purified planet-destroying tyrants and reality-warping gods. Her silver crystal transcends physical power by targeting malice itself. Sukuna isn't just strong, he's evil incarnate. That makes him especially vulnerable to Usagi's unique abilities. 2. Monkey D. Luffy would cartoon punch Sukuna into oblivion. Year 5's abilities bend reality through imagination. Monkey D. Luffy's Gear 5 doesn't follow the rules of shōnen combat. After awakening his devil fruit, Luffy gained access to incredible powers. Even in the world of One Piece, his powers function more like a Looney Tunes fever dream than a traditional anime power-up. The world bends to his will, stretching and twisting around his imagination. This freedom from logic makes Luffy a chaos engine in battle, exactly what's needed to disrupt the rigid formula of the Sukuna cycle. 1. Rewrite the cycle out of existence. The law of cycles turns despair into transcendence. Madoka Cannon's power at the end of Quella Major Madoka Magica is nothing short of divine. She doesn't just win battles, she rewrites the laws of reality to eliminate the very systems that cause suffering. By becoming the law of cycles, Madoka erased the despair that plagued magical girls across timelines. She could apply this same omniscient compassion to the cursed world of Jujutsu Kaisen. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thanks a lot for watching.